lucky it's been gotten at. He could stay there for a year, gone cheap, and then they're going to use it. But if I had to pick my favorite part of the refrigerator, it would have to be the butter door. I like the idea that butter has its own apartment. Like every other food just gets shoved in together, but butter gets ushered up to the VIP. Like butter's put in his little room, his name's on the door. No other food can visit him. It's like, hi, I'm broccoli. Can I be? No, your name's not on the list. It's just a shame that no one ever puts butter in the butter door. You don't even put margarine in the butter door. The only reason you have a butter door is to keep those little packets of Chinese mustard. It's like you can't throw away those packets of Chinese mustard. It's like, because you don't know, one day you'll be following a recipe that calls for 2 eggs, a cup of milk, and 50,000 packets of Chinese mustard. And whenever you get new Chinese food, the old Chinese mustards are in there going, oh, now's our chance to escape. He'll open the door and then it's every packet for himself. And you know, when you go to a Chinese takeout place, you're not fooling them. It's like, yeah, I'd like the egg foo young, shrimp fried rice, and could you throw in some packets of Chinese mustard? What do you want to do with the wall? What do you want to do with the yellow water? Every time you go in there, you have to walk yellow water. I don't want to know you have to walk yellow water. I want this and then we go to Mars and then you take over yellow water. I know you do, you're going to put it by the door. You know, we ought to go to China right now and see 2 people arguing in the street. Eventually, one of them would stop in the middle of the argument and go, you know, I might as well be speaking in Chinese. You know, I usually don't want to admit this, but Gilbert Gottfried is only my stage name. My actual born name is Money Hungry Christ Killer. Which I was always proud of. I had to change it when I went into show business. Because I'd walk into an agent's office, they go, so, what's your name, kid? And I go, Money Hungry Christ Killer. They always say the same thing. A little too Jewish. You know, I was in Africa recently. It's all black there. The whole area. I remember years ago you didn't see one of them. Africa years ago was a beautiful area.
Oh my God.
Africa years ago you wouldn't lock your door. You didn't even have doors. That's how nice Africa was. You didn't even have houses. That's how safe Africa was. I tell you, it was money that you'd put out on the street, you'd come back an hour later, there'd be twice as much money. But they got in. Did they get in? They got in. So you're saying that I'm saying, so you, want to dig my fingers in her ass, please give me
Oh my God.
Boy, am I thirsty. Jews have to announce everything. You know, years ago, I saw Natalie Portman on Broadway. That is the only time I've ever jerked off to a production of The Diary of Anne Frank.
Wow.
I jerked off several times to Hal Holbrook as Mark Twain. Who hasn't? You know, I live in New York, and I remember I was there when Hurricane Sandy hit. And they had been reporting for the longest time, and I was ignoring it, thinking that this is the news making something out of nothing. And then I was watching TV, and you see the whole entire towns in Jersey, Staten Island, and Long Island are gone. It was like something out of a science fiction. I have friends who lost absolutely everything there. And as I was watching TV, my TV flickered and went out, and all the lights in my apartment went out, and I looked out the window. There was absolutely no light because New York has been plunged into a mass blackout, and my heart was pounding. And just then, the Prime Minister of Japan called. And said, "Oh, not so bloody
Oh my God.
Now I'd like to do some jokes off my Dirty Joke DVD. A guy goes into a doctor's office. He says, "Doctor, I don't know if my wife has TB or VD." Doctor says, "Chase around the bed. If she coughs, fuck her." An old man goes to the doctor for a checkup. The doctor examines him. He goes, "Old man, I've got terrible news. You've got cancer and you've got Alzheimer's." The old man goes, "Thank God I don't have cancer." An old Jewish man is walking down the road. He finds a lamp. He rubs the lamp. A genie pops out. The genie says, "I shall grant you one wish." So the old Jew takes a crumpled up map and he unfolds it. He goes, "You see this part of the world? It's called the Middle East. There's been nothing but war and bloodshed there for centuries. I wish for you to finally bring peace to that part of the world." The genie goes, "Even with all my power, I'm helpless. Can I grant you a different wish?" So the old Jew thinks. He goes, "I've been married to the same Jewish girl for over 50 years. Never once has she given me a blowjob. Could you get her once before I die to just give me one blowjob?" And the genie goes, "Can I have another look at that map?" A man goes up to his wife. He hands her 2 aspirins and a glass of water. She says, "What's this for? I don't have a headache." He goes, "Good, let's fuck." A man walks into his son's room. A man walks into his son's room. He goes, "Son, you keep masturbating, you're gonna go blind." The son goes, "Come over here, Dad." Three salesmen go to a farmhouse. They say, "Can you put us up for the night?" The phone goes, "Well, I got a pretty nice sized bed. If you all lie side by side, you can fit in that way. So the three salesmen lie side by side and go to sleep. Next morning, salesman on the right wakes up and goes, wow, I had a great dream. I dreamt some girl was jerking me off. Then the salesman on the left goes, wow, I dreamt a girl was jerking me off. Then the salesman in the middle goes, and I dreamt I was skiing. Gets a call at work. They say, this is the hospital. Your wife's been in a horrible car accident. Get over here right away. So he rushes to the hospital. The doctor comes out. He goes, your wife's been in a horrible car accident. She's going to remain paralyzed from the neck down for the rest of her life. She's going to need 24-hour medical care, of which your insurance company is not going to cover. You're going to have to take care of her. You're going to have to bathe her and feed her and rub ointment over her bed sores. You're going to have to change her diapers because she'll have no control over her bladder or her bowels. And the man breaks down crying. He goes, oh, this is horrible. And the doctor goes, I'm just fucking with you. She's dead. A guy has the words I love you tattooed to his dick. He goes home to his wife. His wife says, stop trying to put words in my mouth. A guy is in a bar. He gets so drunk, he pukes all over his shirt. He goes up to the bartender. He goes, you know, when my wife finds out I got so drunk I puked on my shirt, she'll kill me. Bartender goes, don't worry, here's a little trick. Take a $10 bill, slip it in your pocket, go home to your wife, say some other guy got drunk, he puked on your shirt, and he gave you $10 to have it cleaned. And he goes, I'll try that. So he goes home and says, hey, some guy got so drunk, he puked on my shirt, but he gave me $10 to have it clean. And the wife looks, she goes, this is a 20. And he goes, I forgot to tell you, he also shit my pants. An old woman bank employee is sitting behind her desk at the bank with her hair in a bun and the glasses at the end of her nose. And finally a man walks into the bank, stands in front of her desk. She goes, may I help you, sir? And he goes, yeah, want to open a fucking bank account. She goes, what did you say? He said, I want to open a fucking bank account. She goes, you better watch your language or I'll bring the manager over. He goes, bring the manager over. I want to open a fucking bank account. So she goes and gets the manager. Manager gets right in the man's face. Goes, so, what seems to be the trouble here, sir? And he goes, the trouble is, I want to open a fucking bank account for $800,000. And the bank manager goes, oh, and is this cunt giving you a
Gilbert, did that prostitution story really happen on Howard Stern? That was the greatest story I've ever heard.